Hey, welcome back. This is episode 6, and I want to start off this episode with looking at iron backpacks, because I went ahead and found enough redstone to max out this guy's haste. So he's sitting at 60% mining speed increase, which is awesome. And then I maxed out this guy's sharpness, so he does 18 damage to most mobs. He does 20 damage to non-nether, which is awesome. So let's take a look at this. Let's make our basic backpack here. I'm just going to grab all this stuff because I went ahead and put together all the things we're going to need for today. So there's a backpack. It's really easy to use. Hit V to equip it, and it actually is on your back, which is kind of neat. And then if you go into your options here, go to controls and then scroll down to iron backpacks, you might need to rebind open backpack. I rebound it to X. So while you have it equipped, if you hit X, now it can store stuff in there. It's really handy. Alright, so let's unequip it by hitting V again. The V is in Victor. And we're going to upgrade it to, because that's not a lot, right? So that's just a little bit. And I have the materials now to upgrade it, so we're going to do that. So if I click on, there's two different kinds, right? So there's one that holds more stuff, and there's one that can be upgraded more. And there's some of these upgrades we're definitely going to be putting on. I don't think I need the upgrade one. We'll see. So we're kind of coming here, and this is our pattern here. So let's stick the backpack here and the chest, and then that. There we go. So now if I equip this, look at all that. It doubles the storage. That's awesome. So let's take that off, and then let's make some of these upgrades. So one of the ones I want to upgrade is this precise quick deposit. It's really cool. So it says similar to the quick deposit, which is this: when you shift right click on an inventory with this upgrade, the backpack will attempt to empty its contents into that inventory. This one will only empty it if those items already exist in that inventory, which is awesome. So I'll show you how that works. So in order to get this, we have to actually make the first one. So that's going to be 8 pistons, and 4 of them have to be sticky. So we make those, and then these have to be around a piece of paper to make the quick deposit, and then these have to be around that to make it the precise quick. So then we just take our iron backpack, stick it in there, and there we go. I have the precise. Awesome. The other thing I want to do is get the mining filter. What this does is automatically picks up any ores, gems, or dust, and has basic filter for other items, so cobble or whatever. So let's make that. So we're going to need this, and we're going to need this, and I thought I need one more piece of paper. I miscounted, and then 4 redstone. So let's grab this, and I don't know if you know you could do this. Stick a book in crafting, and it gives you 2 pieces of paper back. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, so there's that, and then we'll just stick this in here. Now, when I equip this, if I mine something, so let me show you how. Yeah, let's just run down and do some mining. I want to show you how this hammer has been working for me. It's been working really well. I am definitely going to be making an excavator. That's the one that does dirt and gravel and all that stuff. Because one side of the room seems to be covered in dirt, and the other one in gravel, and then the other one seems to be just, see, so this is gravel, and down here's some dirt. So I've mined out all of this. It takes relatively quick. So watch how fast this is compared to what it was before. It's much, much quicker. So why is that not going into my backpack, I wonder? That was the whole point of making the backpack. Let's see here. Gonna bring you over. Alright, let's find out what's going on with our backpack. No, not that. Oh, I see. Now what if I stick that in there to begin with, and then mine again? Nope. I wonder how... there we go. So definitely pick up all of this stuff. So what I just did there is I just shift right click with it on, and I get excuse me, I can name it, but I can also put in a filter. So let's put this back on, and that should jump into my backpack. Yep. Okay. So then I want to add this in there. There we go. That way I can just collect everything in there. And then when I go back upstairs, see, everything's out of my inventory. It's all, I keep hitting that. It's all in here, so that's really, really, really nice. Okay, so let's run back upstairs and I'll show you kind of what that first filter that I made, what that does. It's really nice. So the way I have my stuff organized in the room up here, so this first chest on the right, that's all the hard earth, right? And if I open this backpack up, I've got a bunch of that. All of this right here. So if I come over here and I shift right click, it just dumped all of that in there. See? If I shift right click on that, and then come over here and shift right click on this, it just emptied all of it appropriately. Cool, huh? I think that's super awesome. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a lot of mining. I'm getting a lot of resources. I have collected quite a bit of stuff. Oh, while I have you here, let me kind of show you another thing real quick. Make ourselves a bookcase. We're going to set that down, and we're going to make 3 of these. So you put this mossy cobblestone, or I guess it's just moss stone, in a crafting grid, 9 of them like this, and grab those. Because I want that to, what I'm doing is I'm making the auto repair from Tinkers. So now this will say right click on a bookshelf and it will consume 10 levels. So I'm short, but so we'll just get the books back from that. That's fine. So how this works is, let's sleep real quick. Once I get a few more levels, then I'll just put these other ones on. So how this works, this mending moss, is it will periodically over time start to repair my tool. There we go. So whenever experience is dropped, it picks it up and uses that to repair, and it will also automatically try and repair it. So I'm going to put that on all of these 3 anyway. And then I'll probably do like maybe 1 speed upgrade, so I've got 2 more, and then maybe like the the sticky one. I can't blanking on what it's called. Silk Touch. So yeah, I'll probably make one of these if I can find an emerald somewhere. And then I'll probably do, because if you stick a diamond on here or an emerald, it increases the durability. So the emerald is 50%. This is a straight number. And I think at this level, it's always best to use an emerald. So I need to go trade with some of those villagers for that. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I'm gonna get to mining, and yeah, so we'll be back, get started on some other things. Okay, remember how I said if you want to make a casting thing that doesn't disappear, you need to make it out of gold? Well, that's what I'm gonna do with an ingot here. Now it's gonna destroy this tin. Why is that not working? Okay, let's go try a different ingot. Let's try it. Let's try a piece of iron. Because I know this works. Because the next question is, you know, well, how do you repair stuff? Because you need to, you know, cobalt needs to be smelted in here, and the night slime needs to be made in here. There, that worked. So it's going to destroy the iron ingot, I believe, but we'll have a pattern here that will let us get ingots out. So I need to repair my cobalt pickaxe, so I need some cobalt ingots. So I stuck a couple pieces of cobalt ore in there, and now I'm just getting ingots from it. Should have 4 here. Should be more than enough. There we go. We'll come over here, put our pickaxe there, and then we'll just repair that. Yep, just stick 2. So that'll be, now that I have repair moss on here, or the mending moss, I should have to do that far less often. These 2 items that's the only way I'm going to be able to repair them, is doing it this way. Conversely though, I could have made them just out of like, just put enough in there to make a whole block of it, and then just done it that way. But I needed to do this anyway, so yeah, so I think I just made 5 of those, yep. And we'll stick our thing up there, and then yeah, get that fully repaired. Oh, and that just took 2. That is fantastic. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And that is that. I'm back. And sorry about that. The last couple like minutes of there was, oh man, I feel like I sounded so sick. And now I'm better. I'm so happy. Anyway, so the night slime, let me just kind of explain to you why I think Tinker's Construct is so amazing. So let me back up a little bit. Okay, so this cobalt pickaxe, all the pickaxe heads only take 2 ingots to make the head, whereas in vanilla it takes 3. And then to repair it, it takes 1 to usually fill it up most of the way, 2 if you want to be wasteful and just max it out. This night slime hammer took 8 night slime to make that head, and it only takes 2 to repair it all the way. That is crazy. Craziness. So cheap. I love it. Okay, so whoosh, look at all this. Oh man, so I did that with this hammer in like, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe less. No, it couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been less than an hour. I filled this thing up and emptied it a lot. Yeah, and you know, I dug out. Oop, I missed something. I dug out the ceiling. Anytime there was ore in the ceiling, anytime there was ore in the floor, I'd dig it out, but I'd replace it with, you know, something that is already here, like diorite or andesite or granite. Yeah, and then I just dug back and lit it all up, so I don't get mobs, but I do get slime, which is amazing. That is amazing because when it comes time for us to do Botania, I will use these guys as fuel. And it will be amazing. Come here. So remember how I was saying that the broadsword does a sweeping attack and this one doesn't? Yes, this one definitely doesn't. That is confirmed. All right, so I'm going to run back up upstairs, and we're going to I'm going to show you kind of a little bit what's going on up there. I've run into a problem. You may have guessed that I need inventory management. I have a million cobble, and I don't know what to do with it. So we're going to try and work on that here the rest of this episode, I think. I did something in here off camera, and I felt bad doing it because I kind of wanted to do it with you on camera. But I'm going to make more. So I'm going to go make more. Here, I'm going to take this off, and then I'll show you how to use it because I know I'll need like a lot of this stuff. So this is an item conduit from Ender.io. If we come in here, type in Ender, and then it was right there. It was right there. Here we go. Item conduit. This stuff, so you'll see that we have got like a redstone conduit, which works like a redstone when you put the redstone down, but you can kind of put it anywhere. It's amazing. You've got energy conduit, which transfers the energy from so like that RF generator, and then you can transfer it to other things. So if I had this, any of these, and we'll definitely be making some shortly, I promise, then we can so like we'll take the coal generator here, we can set that somewhere else. So let's say that we take this coal generator and we stick it in this corner, and then we have these two machines anywhere else in this room, and we can connect them to that coal generator with that energy conduit. There's also fluid conduit, so you can transport fluids between blocks and machines. It's really, really neat. So I just went in there and I need something from in there and I didn't get it. All right, I want 3 of these and 6 of these to make. Okay, so let's take a look what I'm doing. Let's back up. All right, so the item conduit needs conduit binder and this pulsating iron nugget. Well, so the iron nugget obviously comes from the iron. So the iron is just, you take this alloy smelter. I found an ender pearl. I actually have 2. I'm not going to make this again right now because I've only got 1 ender pearl left and I don't need more pulsating iron. So you just take an iron, you click on this machine here, and how are we doing on power? Okay, so we're good. I'm going to interrupt this for a second, and you just left click on this until it says alloys only, and you see that it stopped smelting. So then you put your piece of iron here, and you put your ender pearl here, and it will smelt that down into this pulsating iron. Excuse me, I'm yawning. All right, so I'm going to put it back in furnace mode so it keeps working. And then to make the conduit binder, I just hit R there. Remember how you can do U to look at the uses of it, or R for the recipe? All it takes is that I smelt down binder composite, and I get 2 for every binder composite. So in here, to make the binder composite is just 5 gravel, 2 sand, and 2 clay. And that'll get me 8 composite, which will give me 16 of this conduit binder. Okay, so then we take all of this over to, it sounds complicated, it's really not. I'm probably making it way more complicated than it needs to be. So let me stick that in there, and that's our item conduit. All right, so how do we use it? How does it work? Because it just looks like a little tiny block. And when you place it down, it is a little tiny block. Except when you put it next to stuff. Okay, so what this is doing, you'll notice immediately here that there's arrows on here. And by default, these all are set to extract from their inventories. So I don't want anything extracted from the coal generator. What my goal is I want to transfer. Okay, so remember how I put ore in here in this chest, and then I've got this set up to pull the ore from the chest, break it down into dust, and then push it up into this chest. Okay, and then over here I've got this smelter that can take the dust And it's pulling from this chest, and then it's pushing to this chest. So it takes items from this chest automatically, smelts it down, and sticks it over into this chest. So then my goal is to take it from this chest and put it into this chest, and that's what this does. Okay, so I don't want anything coming out of here, so what you do is you just point your cursor at this little gray platform thing and right click. And then you'll hit this button here until it's disabled, and poof, it's gone. Okay, so then I do want it to come out of here, so that arrow is correct, and then I want to switch this arrow out. So I right click on here and I click insert. Alright, so let's take these and stick them in here, and it's not working, right? So there's one more thing we have to do. So you have to come in here to this. You may have noticed it if you were quick. If you right click on here, this is by default it's set to active with signal, and it does that because you may want to try and configure where stuff is going before it just starts pulling stuff out. So what this is saying is, if I had a lever here, I'd pull the lever, and then it would start working, right? So let's grab a lever. I'm getting some graphical glitches there. Okay, what am I looking for? Stick. And look at the cobblestone that I've got going on. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Awesome. So now, if I were to click that, we'd start seeing items come over. Alright. So I don't want to have to do that every time. I want it to just work all the time. So how do we fix that? Right click on here again, and then either left click or right click so that it says always active or active without signal. Either one, that's always working. So if you right click from here, it takes you to this one. If you left click from here, it takes you to that one. So, and yeah, it's working. So let's just show you. And it's going to be coming in here and disappearing immediately because it's being pulled into here. Boom. There's some automation for you. So all I did when I came up here with my backpack is I just emptied all my ores into here, and it pulled them into here, smelted them down, or broke that down into dust, stuck that up into here, and then this pipe here pulled it over into this chest, and then this smelter pulled it down in here, smelted it into ingots, and look at all of the ingots. Look at how much iron I have. Just look at it. It's amazing. It's actually not that much iron. Anyway, okay, but so for today, our goal is to deal with this cobblestone. And to do that, we have a mod called storage drawers. Now, storage drawers is a pretty cool system, and we are going to make several different kinds. Okay, so you can do, if you hover over this, it says it holds 32 stacks per drawer. Well, and then if you look at the front of this, you see how this has 2 drawers on it and this has 4 drawers on it? So this only has 1 drawer, so it holds 32 stacks of 1 item. This will hold 16 stacks per drawer, which is still 32 stacks, but it's 2 different items. So 16 stacks per drawer. This is 8 stacks per drawer, which is still 32 total. And then you can make them kind of half of that if you wanted to. You can make them kind of recessed into the wall a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to make a few of these. We've got some oak on us, and it's real easy to do. Actually, I might make it out of the dark oak since we've got plenty of that. Oop, not spruce. No. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to turn this into planks, and turn this into a few chests, and turn this back into planks. And then we're going to just do that, and boom, we've got storage drawers. We got 5 of them. So check this out. If I stick a storage drawer here, and I grab, I don't know, just fill my inventory with cobblestone so I don't have any more room. All I have to do is right click on here, and it sticks a stack in there. You see how it says up there, basic drawers 1 by 2, number 1 cobblestone 1 times 64. So that 1 times 64 means you have 1 stack of 64. If I right click again, I've got 2 stacks. Now if I double click with my right mouse button, it puts everything I have in my inventory in there all at once. So I have no more cobblestone here. So what I can do then, let me make sure my backpack is still, why are you in there? Is still configured to pick up cobble. It is. Okay. So let's put that back on, and then I'm going to break this chest, and it's going to put all of that in my backpack, right? So then remember how I can come into this inventory and shift right click? Boom. Look at that. It'll automatically put all of that in there. How amazing is that? So let's do it again. Let's pick up all of this, and we'll hit V, shift right click, and now we've got 32 stacks of 64. So that's maxed, that's capped out. That's a lot of cobblestone. We have a lot of cobblestone. So then we can come down here and we can upgrade it. So increases storage to 3 times the base value. Awesome. Let's do that. Okay. So we're going to take 4 iron, 4 sticks, and an upgrade template. An upgrade template is just taking a storage drawer and surrounding it by sticks. So we're going to do that. There we go. Make some sticks. Take a storage drawer. Surround it with sticks. Ooh, it gives me 2. I didn't notice that. And then let's grab some iron. I said 4, correct? Perfect. And then remember I have this here, so let's stick this in here. We'll kind of watch it work. Stuck it in there already. And once this is done, it'll pop it up into the drawer above us. You'll see it here probably for a brief second. Yep. Then it's over here. And once this is empty, it'll keep it in here until this is empty. Once it's done smelting all of these, then it'll take care of that piece of tin. Pretty awesome, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we'll put these in the corners, put the sticks in the corners, and put our upgrade in the middle. Boom, we have an upgrade. So now what we can do is we can right click on this, and look at that. Now we can have a stack limit of 96. That is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to break this. Very good. Good, no more cobble in there. So then let's put this back in here for now. Unequip our backpack. Shift right click. Boom, now I've got 51 stacks. That is crazy. Okay, so now you wonder, well, that's cool. We have it in there. How do we get it out? Left click to pull out 1. Right click to put it back in. Shift left click to grab a whole stack. And so you can just take a whole stack. And then remember, double right click to put it all back in. Isn't that amazing? That is super cool. Okay, so I'm going to do that with probably maybe just cobblestone for now. Oh, look at this, how much gravel we have. So let's do that with gravel. We probably don't need... I do want to do a couple things. So we probably don't need... more than that. I'm thinking while I'm talking. It doesn't work. I don't have the brain capacity. Okay, well, double right click. We're just gonna do this all manually here real quick. Double right click, get it all in there. Okay, good. We're almost like we're a little over halfway full in that bucket or in that chest. Now I want to show you guys the drawer controller. This thing is pretty cool. Okay, so you're gonna take a drawer. Then you're gonna take 2 redstone comparators. Remember, these are those things. So technical. I'm amazing. Okay. Let's see. Just 1. Okay. And then we're going to need some redstone. So we'll grab that. And I've got the stone there just sitting up there wanting to get used. So let's make 6 of these. Perfect. And remember, I got to make 2 of these. Perfect. Okay, so then we come in here and we need a diamond. No problem. Guys, I found almost a whole stack of diamonds down there. This is all just from that hammer. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I wanted one of those. So come over here. Remember how we can just click on that? Now, this is the bee's knees. I think what I need to do. Here, let's stick this. Yeah, we'll just stick it right there, and then we'll take one of these. We'll take a chest, okay, and then we'll take one of these item conduits, stick it there, and I'll right-click on there and set that to always. Oops, always active. I'll right-click on here and set that to insert, and then I'm gonna stick my cobblestone in here. Did that move it out? No. What does this thing do? I am missing something. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out. I was missing this thing. The controller slave. That's an oxymoron, by the way. Okay, so this is a really simple recipe. It's just like the controller, the drawer controller. But instead of a diamond, it's a gold ingot. All right, check this out. So if I were to grab like a couple stacks of this cobblestone and stick it in here, it automatically starts pulling it out and sticking it in here. Look at the numbers, it's going up. It's not very fast, right? But it's effective. Yeah. So so that works. So like if I were to have, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and make it. What did I do? Did I use them all already? Must have. Okay. Make another drawer. And I like this dark oak. It looks really good. Okay, so let's stick... what do I have a lot of? Ooh, redstone. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to put redstone up here. And I'm going to break this down. Put all that up there. Double right click. Getting it all up there. Now, okay, so let's just take out as much as we can. Oh, okay, that works. Put that in my backpack, and we'll stick that in here. Now, if I control left click, see that? It moved them all. Control shift left click, by the way. Moves everything of that kind from inventory to inventory. Now I believe there's some in my backpack. Yep. So if I shift right click on there. So now it's sticking them up there even. The drawer controller is sticking it up there. So all I need to do is come over here and just dump these things in here. So if I had everything in my inventory, right? So if I had a drawer for all of these things kind of in this whole room, which I might do. That sounds excessive, but I might do it anyway. Then I could just, whenever I have anything to put away, just dump everything in here. You could even make this a double chest. Just dump everything in there, and then this will sort it automatically into everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm going to count how many items I have and see if that's even like a good idea. So, I mean, sometimes it's not. So then what I can do is some of the lesser things that I have. So like, you know, this bread, I've only got 2 stacks. So what I can do is probably make one of these 4 drawers, right? So it only takes 8 stacks. So what I might do is I might fill this room with drawers, and then we can have like an automatic inventory system. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I will be right back. All right, so I've got the room filled. All the big ticket items, like, you know, I'm going to have tons of stacks of. I put in these big ones here, right around here, and then all these other ones just kind of filled around here. I might have gone a little excessive. That's okay. I'm going to organize it later. But this does something cool that I did not expect. So I don't have a spot for any of this stuff, but I'm just going to dump it in here. Okay. Not that, because I have that going somewhere else. I guess I have spots for some of it, but it's already starting to pull it out. No, I don't want to change that. See how it's like pulling stuff out and putting it somewhere? Well, it's assigning it spots, right? Which may or may not be good. I think right now I don't have enough stacks of anything to really make it matter, but it's putting stuff everywhere, just like anywhere it can. And when it is done with slots, I'll have to make some more. Yeah. So I'll probably make a couple more 4x4s, probably put one there, and then maybe like 3 more here or something. Yeah, look at that. So let's take, do you have any more chests? Yeah, I got quite a few, so let's do one. Oop, not the whole stack. Stop it. Okay, so I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to make me... Yeah, I suppose I need that much. Then I'm going to need 10 of these. Oh, I don't have enough. There we go. Gotta be quick. So let's take 1 of those. 2. That's 8. Perfect. Plenty. And we'll do, let's do a cross pattern in the middle here. Oops. Whoops. And then we'll just do that. That's how we make our 4x4s. So then we'll let it, we'll let it continue just auto-filling it. There we go, we got a couple left over. And yeah. That is that. Now I can just kind of stick all this in here and it'll be okay. It'll find a spot for it. And I'm actually going to change this back to regular diorite, stick that in here, and then I'm going to put this chisel somewhere else. I may just store it in my backpack for now. Oh, look at all this stuff. Yeah. Well, now we can just dump all this in here. And it'll sort it for me. Cool, huh? It's not the best item in management, but what it does is it visually gives me a visual representation of stuff. So I'm like, okay, I need a piece of chicken. I'll come over here and grab a piece of chicken. So there is more to storage drawers, just a little bit. We're way over time. So I'll have to save that for tomorrow's episode. But there you go for today. That's good enough. And I'll show you the extra feature, the other feature tomorrow. So as we're signing off for today, I just wanted to say good night to my nephew Logan. Love you, buddy. Hope you have a good night. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Have a good night. See you guys. Bye.